shit. We better be bumping in here. Where you at, Mike? How we doing? Fucking screaming to this thing. It's not hella loud in the video, right? Yeah, because I listened to it today. Week 6 is here. Almost halfway done. The regular season, or halfway done with the regular season. So sad. Well, like week 7, week 8, maybe for some people.
Mike's like already done.
Yeah, we replaced Mike with the on-air sign. So shout out Mike. Said he was going to be here last episode. And he's sleeping. But he sent all his stuff in. So good on you, Mike. The last second, he got it in the buzzer. No Mike tonight, but we do have a week 6 preview. Talk about the Monday night game, NFL news, Thursday night preview. We got a new segment. We're calling it In or Out. Are you in or are you out? And then our weekly DK. So, a lot of stuff. How you doing tonight? Happy Tuesday.
Long day.
Yeah, long day. Had our doors came and fixed.
A lot of maintenance on the house.
None of them can shut, apparently, but we're good now. It was hot up here. I turned the AC on at like 3. It's fine now, right?
I'm good. I'm in a beanie and a sweater.
It was toasty at one point.
Sweatshirt.
But yeah, no Mike, so that sucks. The fans wanted him. But he said, quote, via Mike, I'm looking at every other week. So we'll see if that comes to fruition or not. So thanks for nothing, Mike. We're docking your pay. Okay. Monday night recap. We got the Chiefs and the 4-1 Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's start with them.
Jags.
Still don't look great. I didn't watch all of this game. I was watching it. I went to softball and I watched the Lawrence dive into the end zone to take the lead on my phone.
That was sick.
But what did I should have this box score pulled up.
What did
BTJ do in this game?
Not much. And then he caught a ball in the 4th. I think it was the drive that put them ahead. Just it was actually like a perfect throw by Lawrence. A deep ball to
let me see.
BTJ. I think he was at like 44 yards before that, and then he caught
4 for 80. That's lame.
Yeah,
I did see Travis Hunter's good catch. And apparently he was, like I said, I didn't watch most of it. I saw him make like a couple plays, but he was graded well by PFF on defense and on offense. I think he was like the top 5 in the whole game.
Defense, he went sides. Out. He got hurt on the, it was a deep ball to, I think it was Worthy. Mahomes just overthrew him. But he, like right at the last second, he like pulled up and reached for his, it looked like his hamstring. Instantly went like that and like limped off. And then he was just on the next offensive series.
Yeah, so he 3 for 64, 3 targets. It's like, what are we doing here? For fantasy, no.
I mean,
he's probably helping the team in a lot of ways.
It was probably like 2 for 20.
And then his longest one was 44 yards.
Yeah, so right. Yeah,
so it was 2 for 20.
Yeah.
And then BTJ 4 for 80. It's just gross. Not getting to the end zone. Trevor had 10 for 54 on the ground, 2 touchdowns.
So a lot.
For fantasy was great. They still just can't get the passing offense going. This game was at home. They got the win, obviously. 4-1. Took down the Chiefs. 18 for 25, 225 yards, or 221 yards and a touchdown and a pick, 3 sacks. It's just not exciting.
Pick and a fumble.
Yep.
He has 6 turnovers through 5 games.
Yeah, so what my other note in here was, who do we care about on this team? It's just, I mean, even Etienne had I think we kind of expected this with the Chiefs rushing defense, that he wasn't going to have a super good game. 12 for 49 on the ground, 3 for 9 through the air. So not great.
His receiving, the ghost of receiving Travis Etienne from a few years ago. I don't know where it went.
Yeah. I think he's really the only guy. And you're not excited to start Brian Thomas anymore. I mean, it's still the same thing. It was a great game for the team, but
like I said, he was 3 for 40 something the whole game, and then the last drive,
longest was 33 yards.
Yeah, because he was 47. I had his over at 49.
Yeah, I'm only excited to start Etienne within the shape of the running back realm, and BTJ. I mean, you could find a different option at this point. We talked
Strange
about
looked good early
multiple times. Yeah, he was placed on the IR
Yeah.
after he had one catch for 22 yards. But placed on the IR after this game. We'll talk about that once again in the news. Going over the Chiefs, Mahomes, 29 for 41, 318 yards, touchdown and a pick, and a rushing touchdown, 6 for 60 on the ground. He's been great this year. We were talking about him a little bit before the show.
Patty.
He's quarterback 2 on the year in our league, and
4 games with only 1 passing touchdown. And then he had a game of 4.
Yep. And he's getting Rashee Rice back, not this week, but next week. So that can only be good for him. Kareem and Isaiah Pacheco split the backfield perfectly, 7 rushes each, but Kareem had 2 touchdowns in this game. I didn't know that till right now. Good for him. Yeah, Pacheco has just been a non-factor, huh? So maybe this is why he was being drafted pretty low. And your boy Worthy had a rush for 9 yards. And in the receiving room, Tyquan Thornton, 3 for 90. Kelsey, 7 for 61 and a touchdown. Wow, so that's a great game for him. Hollywood, 4 for 48. Worthy, 6 for 42. So spreading it around a lot, as they usually do. And the Chiefs are 2-3. That's a yikes.
Yeah. Jags defense
they've been good all year.
It's their front. They got a good front.
But
man, I was just looking at Mahomes again. His rushing is insane.
Yeah, they just forget about him. Or forget that, or I don't know how. Because
he's had 3 games with at least 12 fantasy points just rushing, which, I mean, those are his.
It always seems like he can do that in the biggest moment of just running around and getting the first down whenever he needs to. I have a question in here for you. Your boy, talked about him a lot. Xavier Worthy is wide receiver what rest of season?
You said your boy. I thought you were going to say Lawrence. Yeah, that was...
Because obviously we have Rice coming back. He's only played a couple games. He had a great game last game. This game, not so much. I know they and you and some people have had expectations. So put him in a
Kelsey a lot this last game.
7 catches, 8 targets. Well, yeah. Worthy had led the team in targets with 9.
It was that fourth quarter. He had like 5.
Okay, I didn't watch.
Yeah.
But is he a top 12, top 24, top 30? What do you think?
I don't know, man. He's hurt. I mean,
he left this game for a second. I remember watching that, and that's right when I left. But he came back in like the next play, but he was visibly on the sideline like, fuck.
On a deep ball, he landed on his shoulder, and he kept rearranging his pads, and I was just like, God, this dude's playing hurt, which, I mean,
he's already 100 pounds, so any hit he takes is just not great.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like one big hit to that shoulder by like a linebacker or safety coming over the top. Would you ask rest of season?
Answer the question. Yeah, rest of season.
I mean, for me, he's still a top 24 option.
Top 24, is he around like the Olave range, the Pittman range?
I mean, we've seen 2 games of him, 17 targets.
That's great.
So Olave, Pittman.
I'll give you some other names.
Upside is definitely way higher than those guys. Right now, Pittman's floor seems great. Honestly, and Olave probably has a really solid floor, I would imagine.
Like Zay Flowers, Keenan, Pittman.
DK. Look at Olave. Yeah, Olave's floor has been like right around 10.
Top 24?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more upside there. Like I said, we've only seen 2 games of him. He's playing hurt, clearly. 17 targets. Rashee's just creeping. Was he 2 weeks away?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, going into the season, I had him in the top half of that. So more closer to 12 than 24.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a shift to the back for me.
Fair enough. That's really it from this game. Do you have any other takeaways? I mean, you don't really want to start Pacheco or Hunt, right?
No.
Kelsey, yes. Worthy's a yes. Mahomes is a yes.
Well, Kelsey would be a takeaway for me.
That he looks good or more involved.
They featured him early.
Mm-hmm.
He caught the touchdown. That was early, right? Was that their first touchdown?
It was I saw it, so it had to have been early.
I think it was the first touchdown.
Yeah, I don't remember when, but it was the pick play, like the 2-yard catch.
Yeah.
It might have been really early.
I think it was their first touchdown. He got the first pass of the game, I think.
Mm-hmm. He did get that. I remember that.
Yeah, so I think
in the tight end world.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
And on the Jag side, just ETN, and that's really it. Is that the only one you feel good about?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think I'm there too. Okay.
Good win for the Jags, though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I put in here 4-1 somehow because they don't look good.
Well, Liam Cohen said that in the.
Oh, really?
He ran into the locker room. They started screaming, and he said, I think he literally said,
"You guys suck."
He said something like, "It didn't either didn't look good or it didn't look how we wanted it." And then he talked about the Lawrence play in his press conference, and he was like, "Yeah, we'd love for it just to be a nice executed target."
Yeah,
but it turned into his foot getting stepped on,
fumbled, or fell.
Yeah, because the guard he got stepped on. Yeah, fell. Then tried to get up, fell again. But I mean, he also mentioned, which it was just a great individual effort.
For sure. It was a great play.
Yeah. Did you see Chris Jones on that play? It's been circulating on the internet.
No, I was watching on someone else's phone.
He just stood there the whole play and watched it. And I was just like, what is he doing? It looked really bad from that POV.
Yeah, so Mahomes, obviously for fantasy, is playing well, but the Chiefs for sure did not plan for a 2-3 start. And the Jags are 4-1.
So. I think the no rushing is just great for Mahomes.
The Chiefs backfield. Yeah.
He's probably been the leading rusher in those 3 games. Yeah. There's no way Hunt or Pacheco had anything more than 57 yards.
Pacheco's just been a nothing.
We'll get to him later.
Ooh, spoiler. Okay, let's get into the news.
News team, assemble!
Chill, Ron.
Big news. I'm Ron Burgundy. Big news this morning. Saw this on the way to get gas this morning. Joe Flacco traded to Matt's Bengals. I believe for a 5th-round pick. In division. Who gives a shit? Browns are just like, doesn't matter. I'm going to let you take this one because you told me that you wanted to talk about this.
Busy day. I didn't check any of the group chat, but I think I saw that in the group chat. I don't know. I don't think.
Not the right guy?
I just think, Browning obviously was terrible, but
yep.
That line, this guy's even more of a statue. Just immobile.
Right.
He won't care. He'll throw it, but that's kind of what Browning was doing. He was just throwing to the other team, like every game that he was out there. Last game, he still finished with probably, low to mid-20s fantasy points? Browning?
Oh, yeah, he had 24.
Yeah, because he had...
Or 26.
Yeah.
Just because of the Chase game. Yeah, I was interested. It was an interesting one for me. I had a feeling that they were going to go out and get someone. We talked about Cousins in the chat, but he was making too much money. Talked about Wilson and Jameis, but I saw a notification today that they didn't even call the Giants. They were like, we're going to get Flacco for whatever reason. So those are really the only 4 names that I thought of that could be potential landing spot in Cincinnati. What you say is that line is god-awful, so he's going to have to get the ball out quick, and it's just not going to be anything that Browning wasn't trying to do, I guess.
Joe's going to take some sacks.
But maybe he's going to be more composed in the pocket. I don't know. Browning is, as far as experience goes, Flacco is a lot more than him.
Yeah, actually, maybe that, because Browning, anytime there was somebody coming, he was getting happy feet, and just launched it a couple times.
You can see some big plays happening with Flacco and Higgins and Chase just chucking it deep, and hopefully something happens.
I mean, he could still air it out too.
Yeah, for sure.
He can still throw it pretty far.
And I mean, the weapons that he has now compared to what I'm not saying he's still great or anything, but his weapons in Cleveland were not these weapons in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I tweeted it, and I for me, I think it's more of a lateral move than a step up.
Yeah, I mean, what's their record?
2-3.
2-3. This is probably just more of a sign that they're trying to do something. Clearly with Browning, that was not going to work.
Yeah.
So maybe they believe or don't believe that he is the option. Maybe it's just more of a dart throw. Just trying to do something.
Browning was also like in his head, man. When he threw a pick, he was like hitting his head.
Oh, he was visibly always upset.
Yeah. Like he seemed like he was just anxious out there.
Tough situation. So we'll see. I mean, to me, this elevates T a little bit. I mean, Chase, I think, has been the steady where he's at the whole time.
Yeah, I think T.
For us.
T. This is an uptick for T.
Yeah, uptick for T. I mean, Chase Brown, we'll see. I saw a post today that said that, like, Flacco always dumps it off to the running back. Or so it was like someone trying to.
Well, Browning did too, but the only
not by
you said it right.
Need
7 for. Didn't he have 7 catches?
Yeah, for like 20 yards or some shit.
No, he caught like 3 balls where he turned around and just got blasted.
Fuck. So we'll have to see what happens there. Omarion Hampton to the IR. Hell yeah. His roller coaster season continues. Starting off not great, and then looks to be a league winner. And now you're going to be without him for 4 weeks. And who are the Chargers going to be with for 4 weeks is the question. Hassan Haskins, you just told me 5 minutes before this we started recording that, what's his name, first name? Kamani Vidal or something like that?
It's like Kamani Vidal Hassoun or something.
I just say Vidal.
Yeah.
That he was put on the practice squad?
On Monday, they put him back on the practice squad.
Okay.
And
then they signed Naeem Hines.
Yeah.
So literally, who knows?
And some guy, I read you the name. It was on ESPN. Amar Johnson or something like that.
Yeah, I must stay away from, I mean, as far as what we've seen in the last couple of weeks with Dowdle, Michael Carter, Mario DiMercado, Rashad White, all these guys that were just emergency fill-ins. This situation doesn't seem like one of those to me. They
are playing the Dolphins this week.
Yeah, this seems like, yeah, I know I just said that last episode, but this seems more of just like, all right, Herb, we're going to need you to throw the ball a few more times.
If they said, like if something comes out tomorrow that says Haskins will be the starter, or any of them.
Yeah, if it's more clear, then maybe. I mean, Michael Carter's not a world beater talent, but I guess us knowing that I don't even know if we knew he was going to be the starter or not. I feel like I could have inferred that situation better than I can infer this one.
More so because we saw DiMercado's role.
Yeah, he was always only the pass catching back here. Like, they could literally do whatever. I'd just be like, okay, that works, I guess. But, I mean, if you're desperate at running back, would Haskins be the guy that you throw a couple bucks on, I guess, for an emergency start? I guess that's who I would pick.
I like it more for DFS.
Sure. Good call.
Target against the Dolphins.
Joe Mixon. Got a notification about him today. No timetable for his return. And we're 6 weeks into the year. So
just sitting in my IR.
Yep. So, I mean, they just completely destroyed the Ravens last week with Chubb kind of taking the reins back in the backfield. So it's just going to be Chubb and Woody Marks, and it's just a gross situation.
What's Dameon Pierce doing these days?
He got a couple carries.
Did he?
He did. Yeah. I heard his name somewhere. So he must have gotten in the game at some point. I mean, they were dogging them, so he probably got in for a little bit.
7 for 20. Damn, so he outcarried Woody.
Yeah, it was weird.
Didn't Woody only have like 2 or 3 carries?
Not a lot.
Pierce had 7.
Probably just because they were dogging them. I don't know. Maybe they wanted Stroud to get going a little bit. It was a weird one. Definitely a trap 2 weeks ago. What else we got here? Antonio Gibson torn ACL. So if anything...
Yeah, I missed that Sunday.
So he was never really fantasy relevant, but just maybe gives a couple more snaps for Henderson and Stonehands or Mondre. And then Brenton Strange to the IR. Not a lot of news today. Definitely a big one with Joe Flacco, though.
No, not really player news.
Yep.
I was looking...
Told me about Odell.
Yeah, I was just like, I guess it's because I don't know how it works. Like whether you're considered a free agent, retired.
Like, hey, if you sign,
yeah,
you're still not going to play.
So what does that mean? If he does sign, he has to serve?
I think it starts now. So, like, if a team wanted to, for whatever reason, sign this week, then,
that's
like,
fucking weird.
Yeah, so.
There was that. I saw that there was 2 different fines. The Cardinals coach got fined.
Oh, yeah. Again, for $100,000 for
that's a lot.
Slapping him. Should have just fired him.
Jerry Jones got fined for
flipping off the Seahawks fans or some. No,
I saw
a Jets fan.
A gesture he made towards.
Yeah,
that's all I read.
It was like $250,000 or something, and Jerry's just like,
it's like $10.
Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, them Cardinals, man. They need. I can't believe they didn't do anything this offseason. Just how this season's going, it's even worse than last year. It's gross.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to fire Gannon, fire the damn offensive coordinator. Like, someone's got to
someone do something.
Yeah. I mean, I said on the last episode, they're playing, was it Green Bay or Colts, then Green Bay? Someone's got to go. If they lose 2 more, they might just both.
Those are 2 tough games, too.
They should just clean house it.
Absolutely.
Go coordinator, coach.
Keep everyone.
And GM.
Or get rid of everyone but Marv and McBride. Okay, Thursday night preview. The Eagles at the Giants, another division game.
Los Gigantes.
Philly has been talked about a lot this year, a lot on social media, a lot in the chat about this weird passing game. What are we going to see in prime time? Are there any signs that this passing game is going to turn it around? Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Saquon had a meeting of just them 3 to talk it out.
Devontae's like, all right, cool.
It's basically probably just A.J. Brown bitches that he's not getting the ball enough. It's weird because some games, they run only. Like in the beginning of the season, they were running only, and then they are going away from it completely.
I don't know what the hell this last week was.
Saquon only had 6 carries this last game, so it's just super weird.
Well, then you told me that a questionable tag popped up.
Yeah, that was yesterday. Something about Saquon's knee.
So that could have been why.
Maybe. Yeah.
But there was no news of that. So I feel like that would have been something.
Yeah, maybe it was like during the game or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But any signs for this Philly passing game? I don't know. Devontae Smith had a great game last game. What was it, like 8 for 100 something? And he didn't score. Right?
No. I think he had like 115 yards though.
I mean, they're playing Denver, so A.J. Brown was getting Surtanned probably the whole game.
Did you see the last play?
Yes.
Hurts running?
Yes. Well, did you send me the?
I did.
That like
Devontae had it.
The A.J. Brown almost like knocked it out.
Yeah, then he tackled him by his head.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith was like, and it was funny because they were both just as falling down. They were like trying to get.
And I did see the Hurts. He threw it and then
instantly ran.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, if you have Hurts has been great for fantasy. Obviously, if you don't watch any of the games, you're like, oh, this guy's sick. But clearly, he's not doing what he did last year in the passing game, at least. I don't know, man.
I mean, well, it was just. I'm gonna pull it up. I was just on this team. 2 rushing attempts. Hurts. After 3 9 attempts and then 14 attempts. So that means they never did a tush push if you only had 2?
I don't remember seeing any of them, but
that was just a weird game. All game I was
weird.
like, what is Saquon doing? He has 4 carries. He has 5 carries.
Well, this game being in prime time, we're going to get a lot of reactions if this continues.
Prime time, short week.
Yeah. So from this game, obviously you're starting Saquon, you're starting Hurts, you're starting Devontae Smith, question mark?
You asking me?
You, the public, anybody? I mean, you're more
currently he's in my lineup.
You're more excited to start him than A.J. Brown, right? Just generally.
Yeah. Yes, I guess. Because at least, well, I mean, yeah, this last game, you did mention the Surtain thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Devontae, 10 targets, 114 yards.
Maybe with bye weeks, you have to throw A.J. Brown in. But like I said, we're going to see in primetime what is going on.
This is one of the worst, I believe, like secondaries, or at least on the fantasy app, it shows up for like receivers.
Okay.
So that's a good sign, I think.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, we know they have a good front, the Giants.
Yeah,
Abdul
definitely.
Carter, Dexter Lawrence. So
division game might get a little nasty. Saquon revenge game. His line on underdog was 85 rushing yards, which he's only done that once this season, barely. So that was an interesting thing to see.
Yeah, with so many factors. So he's only done that once.
Mm-hmm.
It's a short week. It's on the road.
Got the knee
good
thing.
front. Got a knee thing.
Had 6
and
carries
last
last
week,
game.
And then there's just at 80, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, what do they know that we don't know?
They know something.
They want us to freaking take the under.
Yeah.
So he can freaking have a revenge game.
Which we might.
Go 210 for 2 teddies or something.
All right, going over the Giants side. My first question in here is Scadaboo, and that's it? Question mark. Tracy's going to be back this week, allegedly.
I was going to say, is that confirmed?
Not confirmed, but he's practicing. He's got projected points.
He was an underdog.
Yep. But are you excited to really play any of these guys, even like a deeper league? I know we've talked about Theo Johnson, Wandale now with Slayton. Did he tear? What did he do? Did he just get hurt? Darius Slayton?
I don't think so. He fumbled in the game.
I think he got hurt.
Oh, did he? Darius? Questionable.
Somehow gets worse. Giants wide receiver crisis somehow gets worse with latest Darius Slayton injury update.
Tweaking his hamstring.
Okay. So there you go. Doubtful for Giants game. Game time decision.
Yeah, I just looked at Dayball said he won't practice Monday or Tuesday.
Well,
I mean, you're not starting him anyway.
Are you excited about starting Scadaboo? Is he...
Yeah, I like Scadaboo.
Top 20? Around there-ish? Lower side? And that's really it.
Scat.
From this team, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's getting... I read you the
a lot of work.
Count. I read you the snap count. He had like almost... was like 50 of the 70 or something. It was a lot.
Yeah. A lot of snaps. A lot of work. Got the fumble, but then they went right back to him after, which was a good sign.
22 targets in 5 games?
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean...
Top 24 play for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'd play Scat out there.
Okay. Jackson Dart apparently had a hamstring injury, but he said today that he is no doubt going to be playing on Thursday night.
No doubt.
No doubt. Yeah, the Giants coming off a loss against the Saints.
Yeah.
They're here at home against Philly. I'm assuming you have the Eagles winning this game.
Yeah, 40.5 over under. I was reading you. I think it was 24-16 was like the projected points for each team.
Yep.
Smells gross.
Smelly.
Short week, Thursday game. Although we did get a banger Thursday game last week.
Something tells me this is not going to be a banger. Like, is Philly just going to come out and
the only
light fireworks against these guys? I don't know.
The only bang would be like if Saquon goes for like.
That's always in the realm of like the range of outcomes.
I just don't know what we're getting from the Eagles.
Not great. Yeah, I'd take the under.
Under 40?
I don't know. This seems like a smelly game. I mean, how many points are we going to get from the Giants with just Wandale running around out there and,
Well, I was going to say, I think the Eagles they could easily drop like 30 on them.
They could. But it could look ugly. Underdog picks. We're trolling 6 weeks or 5 weeks in. Can we get on the board this week? Who do you have?
My pick. Theo.
We're digging deep in the options for these picks.
Well, let me just say, this dude wanted to go, I'm going to go Theo touchdown. I was like, yo, we haven't hit once all year, and you're going for that?
I had it in there.
But, I mean, that might be the equal value to what I did. I did Theo longest reception, 15.5 yards, under.
All right.
Hasn't done it once. And are they really going to be targeting Theo downfield against this defense? Like, I don't know. So I'm going under. I contemplated going under his yards, which was 30. Mm-hmm. He's gone over twice, under twice. It's always weird, too, when it's a different quarterback. It's hard to gauge it.
Right.
He has caught, was it 3 touchdowns now?
Yes.
In 2 games with Dart?
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm just, no deep balls here. I mean, it's not even a deep ball, but.
Okay. We're for sure throwing an Eagles win into this. I'm making the decision to do that.
Probably like minus.
It's minus like
1,400.
350. I have 2 in here. I have Devonta Smith, 50.5 yards over, and then Jackson Dart over half a passing touchdown.
Yeah, third straight week with 0.5. Like,
I mean, it still just feels good in any situation. If they're getting dogged, if they take the lead, like you can always come down and throw a random touchdown at any point. So Theo, we'll throw Jackson Dart in there. The Eagles win. Mike gave us 2. Wandale 45.5 over yards, and then he did do Saquon under 85.5 rushing yards. So I think let's put that one in there. So we're gonna go Saquon, Theo, Jackson Dart 1 touchdown, and the Eagles win.
which means after
For
5
cash
weeks,
money.
Saquon's going way over.
Yep. If you've been following the show, put him in your lineup if you didn't already have him in. Okay, ready for this? So we got a new segment. As we're getting through the season, we've done a lot of different things, talked about a lot of different guys over the 5 weeks. Last week we did the rest of season draft. I will link that right here. You guys check that out. But this week we're going to do 3 guys each that we are in or out for the rest of the year. So obviously we talked about a lot of rest of the season guys the last preview. But this time we wanted to give shout outs to maybe some guys that are on the rise, some lower ADP guys, some guys that weren't even drafted, that their arrow is pointing up at this point of the season. So we each got 3 ins and 3 outs. You want me to go first? You want to go first?
I was just thinking too, probably like guys that we would eventually drafted in that too, in that rest of season draft.
Yeah, we only did 4 rounds. If we went like 5, 6, 7 rounds, some of these guys would definitely have been drafted.
Actually, I think one of them actually was.
2 of them were.
Oh, okay.
3 of them were. 4 of them were.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Damn.
Yep. I won't spoil it, but how about you start with one of your ins?
One of my ins, I'm going to go to the receiver category. Michael Pittman Jr.?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Wasn't his dad a running back? He wasn't a receiver, right?
He was a corner or like a defensive player. I'm going to vet that. See if to test my ball knowledge.
Yeah, so I'm going in on Pittman. I've mentioned it several times on the pod.
He was a running back.
Okay, that's
all right. Fuck me.
I don't know why. That just made me think of you saying Taylor
he was
Gabriel.
Dog.
Let me go to Mike's team real quick, just so I have reference here. Pittman,
Michael Pittman.
That it has more to do just with that offense too.
Yep.
I mean, obviously the touchdowns, you can't guarantee that every week because he hasn't had great yardages, but he's getting targets 6-4, 6, 5, 5 in the receptions every week.
I mean, almost matchup. I mean, this offense has been so good that you're not really scared to throw him out in really any matchup besides like a lockdown corner, I guess.
It's also like at some point, like if he's doing it on a week-to-week basis, yeah, just play him. It's how I feel. Actually, I won't even say it because he's one of my guys. But I mean, when they're producing week after week, and it's like if it's like a guy where you're maybe previous years you were just like, but if he's continuing to do it every week, you got to just plug him in with confidence. So I'm going Pittman. That offense is hot, looking like it's going to be one of the better offenses. They got a great line. JT's cooking. Dimers is turning into That reminds me, did you see the Eli Manning ask him on the Manning cast? I think it was 2 weeks ago. He was the guest. This last week, I think it was
Michael
Fred.
Pittman?
No, Dimers. I think this last week it was Fred Warner. Eli goes, yeah, so I just wanted to ask you, like, how you feel about already, like, being the best Indianapolis Colts quarterback in franchise history.
What did Peyton say?
Peyton just instantly started laughing. And then Dimers,
like, you're dog shit.
Dimers was just like, oh, I don't think I'd go there yet. Whatever he said. But no, I mean, offense is clicking.
Yeah.
They're playing Cardinals this week at home. Yeah. So, and he's just been producing.
And not drafted or damn near barely drafted.
Yeah. I read it. I tried to go for like deeper cut guys. In our league, drafting the 14th round. So basically free. And yeah, he's producing wide receiver 15 on the season, which is pretty much what he was to start his career.
Yeah, I don't know if that was his first or second year. Let's see.
And it's just floor. Like he's got a solid floor. So
that would have been his second year, Jim. 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Yep.
Yeah, never been a big touchdown guy, right?
No, just solid.
Yeah.
Just gets the job done.
So yeah, as a wide receiver 2, thrilled to have him.
Especially where you got him.
Yes.
All right, my first in is a guy that was definitely not drafted. Just started playing again in a tight end world where we're always looking for guys that could come in and fill in for injury, the Kittle owners, the Bowers owners. Darren Waller.
The rapper.
Yep, with Tyreek Hill now gone, Tua has just been looking his way on big third downs in the red zone. I think he's had over 15 points in both of his games so far. Yeah, absolutely. I have no doubt or just no hesitation saying he's a top 10 tight end option rest of season. And especially, I mean, we talked about him on the waiver episode. Was that this last week, I think? They have never really had a red zone. I mean, they're fucking throwing fades to Achane in the back of the end zone this past week. So that's definitely a void that needed to be filled with Miami. And yeah, as long as no one gets hurt or fired or anything and they just keep this offense the same, yeah, no, I definitely feel
tight end world feels great to have him.
Yeah. Especially just getting him for free, probably off the waivers. Just like, oh, I'll take a shot on Waller.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hopefully you got him before he had his first big games. Once you saw he was active, like, oh, I'll throw him on my roster. But no, that would
have been a crazy start.
No, Dad, definitely not pick up and start the first game. If you did that, then shout out to you.
Yeah, for real.
But now going forward, I mean, it not only just because of the role he's in, he also looks great. And I mean, you brought it up. I don't know if that was on the show or not, but when he was on the Giants, he said that he would rather be in a passing offense as a passing, like a receiving tight end, where he was just blocking too much when he was with the Giants. So maybe that led to his decision to retire. And now in this offense where they're play very fast, throw a lot of balls, yeah, he's going to thrive here. So that's my pick.
You want me to go to out?
Yeah, let's do an out. Let's do alternate.
I'm not going to spend much time on it because I feel like it's a broken record at this point. We just talked about them.
Mm-hmm.
My first out, AJ Brown.
You're out.
Yeah, I'm just because you draft him as your probably wide receiver 1.
It's hard to be out, but you got to make adjustments.
I guess also my out, it's a representation of the expectation, not necessarily.
You need to pivot.
He's going to be wide receiver 80 the rest of the year. Like, I'm not saying that, but trade candidate.
Throw him in a trade package.
Yeah.
Bundle him. Get him out.
I'm more out on the top 10
Sure.
AJ Brown wide receiver
rest
expectation.
of season.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I will throw this out there. He left Tennessee. When he left Tennessee, he was bitching. He was tweeting. He's doing the same exact things.
Yeah, it's bad right now.
Cryptic tweets.
This game tomorrow's, or when this gets posted, it'll be tonight.
Yeah.
This game is going to be exciting.
And
for this narrative,
the presser, like, not answering, like, he's saying, I didn't stop on my route when everyone else, and we saw it, he stopped on the route. It was deep ball. It looked like Hurts overthrew him by 5 yards, but he also just didn't think he was getting the ball probably. And he's like, no, I didn't stop. AJ, or he said, he just overthrew me. And I'm just like, oh God, this just does not feel like it's a friendly camaraderie locker room. And you mentioned the whole meeting thing.
Yep.
You said it was Saquon and
Saquon, Hurts, and AJ Brown. It's like just them three talking about God knows what.
Yeah. Just out on the expectation.
Yeah. If I don't know. I don't have any AJ Brown shares. I mean, he's kind of similar to Brian Thomas, but just from where you drafted him, I think the only way you can get rid of him is package him with someone else. Like, you're not going to trade just him for someone.
Dude,
it's got to be like
comp. Who would you rather have there?
Brian Thomas. Even though he isn't shit.
He looked good last
game. Their vibes are at least higher.
4-1.
Well, they're 4-1 too,
4-1.
but just the offense. I mean, they definitely expect more, I think, from themselves and everything.
Liam Cohen was the OC in Tampa.
Yes. Last year, right?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
They were. What's his scheme like? Do they want to run? Like, is he a run guy or is he?
I think. Well, they definitely have switched to they got rid of Tank to kind of mimic the two, like Bucky and Rashad, Etienne and Tootin. That is what they're mimicking. Playing fast.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Playing fast. Like, this is off topic. I'll just say it really fast. I don't know why every play Trevor lets it get down to like 1. And Eric mentioned in the chat they were like starting to boo because he caught a delay of game on the last. Well, you were at your game, but they were at the goal line. First down, he gets a delay of game, and he's just like, oh, whatever. They come out of the timeout and he lets it get down to like 2 and he snaps it. And it's just like every time I'm just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't
Is
know.
he just reading the defense? I don't get it.
I mean, obviously, we see now that offense in Tampa is very much better than this offense. So maybe this is taking everyone a longer time. I mean, they're 4-1, so we can't really say anything. But it's taking them a long time to, I think, get to where they want to be. I don't think they're really at
just because it hasn't looked pretty.
Oh yeah, definitely not
for fantasy owners.
Okay, my first out is someone that I was really in on going into the season, but just seeing
he was a value guy for you.
He was,
yeah.
And I think I even mentioned this at the time that you could get a good start or at least a Band-Aid out of Tony Pollard. I didn't think the offense was going to be this bad, one, and now Tajay Spears is back. So he had a good game this last week. So I think this is a good time to actually trade Pollard away because they're just going to get Tajay more and more involved in an offense where it is bad, one, and they're going to be trailing a lot, two. So I think he's a solid trade away candidate at this point. But I foresee his best games now being behind him, if that makes sense. And that's really my logic with him as I looked over the running backs.
Man, he's a tricky one, too, because he's right at that running back, too. He's 24.
I mean, I'm always looking for guys to sell high, and I think that, how is it going to get better for him going forward? The argument against it is Cam Ward, maybe they take this win against the Cardinals and they kind of ascend. I know this has happened for Ridley the last couple of weeks. That they kind of ascend, they'll take a step forward for the next couple weeks, but just Tajay coming back, and he's going to be,
I think it's that
used less, and plus he's coming off probably, I'm not looking at his stats, but probably his best game of the year with the touchdown.
Yeah, it's pretty much without the touchdowns because he scored 2 weeks ago against the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Very just 60, 45, 64, 67. Week 2, he had 20 for 92.
Yeah.
But, 2 touchdowns last 3 weeks.
So maybe if you can trade him to a team that needs a running back when they're on bye, or
just needs a running back
in general, because there are definitely teams out there, I think he's a good candidate to ship off.
Yeah, so where's he? He's like in the flex now? Because I think coming in, we were thinking
I'd rather have Scadaboo. We talked about Scadaboo in the Thursday night preview. I'd rather have him over Pollard. So he's in the 24 to lower than that range for me. All right, how about we get positive?
Back to me?
Yeah, give us an in. I know you like to talk about this guy.
I just realized these are both Mike guys, back to back. Mike's team.
Great.
I should have been here, Mike. Been hyping you up. We're going to Cleveland, and we're going Judkins. We've talked about him multiple times on the pod. Just eye test, looks great. Big runs in London that were called back. One was a touchdown.
It was like a 60-yard touchdown run. He already had he finished the game with like 113 yards or something.
Yeah, he's just and with that offense too, I think it looked
okay,
way faster with Gabriel out there.
Yep. Against a good defense.
Yeah, so he's just looked good.
Top 12 rest of season.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Let me test you out. Let me give you a name.
Well, the first name I thought of, because I just
Genty? Two rookies.
Both look good. Both with like what's our quarterback situation? With that one, I would go Judkins.
Okay. What about
Both
J.K.
just great upside.
J.K. Dobbins?
I was going to mention him as a sneaky. I almost put him in, and I was going to give him a sneaky shout out because, like, I mean, at this point, they're going to go to Harvey, or is it just?
I don't know. I looked at him too. He's been great, so that's why I said his name.
I will go Judkins because the pure volume. No, he is the rookie, whereas like Harvey's the rookie there, like waiting for his shot. And I don't know, with Peyton, he's weird head coach. He could just go to Harvey at some point. So I'll go with for rest of season.
Yep,
Judkins.
All right, trying to find the line here. What about?
I didn't even go to what I wanted to go to.
What about your boy, Bucky?
Bucky.
Okay,
Sick offense.
It's right around where the line is, I guess.
Sick offense. I would. It'd be borderlining running back one.
Okay, so right at that end of that tier.
Mm-hmm. I would see him probably finishing like 10 to 15 more that than like 7 to 10, I think.
Okay.
What about you?
Judkins? Yeah, he's like 10, 11, 12.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
right.
He looks great.
Yeah,
and he's getting
good.
all the work. They completely abandoned. I think Ford. Wait, did Ford score a touchdown this last week? I think he did, right? Or he got a goal line carry or something?
No, because they only scored. It was Fannin. It was Njoku. Did Judkins not score?
No.
7-14. No, they had 17.
Okay. No, but he's getting all the work. They said Ford, Sampson, just get out of here. We like this guy. So I think that's why I like him the most. I don't even care if the offense is good or bad. I think that he put, like you said, the eye test. That's the biggest thing. He passed the eye test, get all the volume.
Yeah. Even the first game he played in, which they played Baltimore, they might be more buttery than Miami.
Very buttery.
But that slippery. First game, 10 for 61 in your first game, rookie.
Yep.
And then it's just been 94, 82, 110. Like, give me that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And 4 for 33 against Detroit through the air. Last week, only 1 catch, 18 yards. Yeah, give me Quinshawn.
Don't hate it. Okay, my second in is someone who started off the season very slow, but these last 2 weeks have ramped up. He's come back from an ACL injury. He's the number 1 receiver on an offense that we think is pretty good. They just got a big win against Buffalo this last Sunday night. Stephon Diggs, old man Diggs. 31 years old. They've been looking for a wide receiver 1 in New England, probably since Randy Moss, maybe Julian Edelman. He is old, but coming back, I think ramping up. We were talking about Booty. We were talking about Pop Douglas. We were talking about, who else they got?
Kyle Williams, rookie.
Kyle Williams.
Hasn't done anything.
Throwing to the tight ends a lot. I think Drake May, within these last 2 games, 100 yards and I think 140 yards in the last 2 games for Diggs. He's finally found his number 1 target.
Really?
Yep.
140?
Finally found his number 1 target. And I think I saw someone say, I think it was Hunter Henry. I got a notification today that he said that, Stephon Diggs has been a great leader for us. The vibes are high. I was like, all right. That kind of was the tipping point for me to throw him in here. And I think just coming back from the injury, I think is the big point for me, because he started off the season slow, first 4 weeks, and the last 2 weeks it's been on fire. So I'm in top 24. We're in.
And he was on my.
I told you to drop
team 2 weeks ago.
So get fucked.
Oh, you did actually.
Yeah. And I picked him up. But that was after his 100.
It was in our segment of what do we do with these guys, and I think I threw.
I was like, drop him. That was after his 100-yard game, though. I swooped him up.
Another thing too, I think him coming here. I would imagine it was. We probably thought it was more of like he was going to be like a 5 to 8 yard route guy, like possession guy.
Balls down the field against
these
Buffalo.
Last 2 games. Yeah. He's running deep routes.
Well, I'm sure. Obviously, he had a 100-yard game 2 games ago. He had this game marked on his calendar against Buffalo as a revenge game. But having the number 1 receiver for Drake May sounds pretty nice.
You see what he said about the picture of him side-eyeing Josh Allen from last year? He's like, I've never said anything about that picture, but he said, I wasn't side-eyeing him. He's like, I was actually looking at him, and I thought to myself in that moment, like, man, he was really my dog. Like, he was my brother, and he missed him. And so he said he was looking at him like more of like I missed you, I guess. It wasn't like a screw you, which a lot of people were
It's
saying.
what it looked like.
Yeah.
But yeah, from someone that was drafted really late to then thrown away in the first quarter of the season, top 24, if anything, maybe 24 to 30. All right. Your second out.
We're going to NOLA here. Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
I'm out for 2 reasons. One, how it looks so far. 2, I do think he gets traded, and wherever I think he gets traded,
Chargers?
it's going to be probably
a problem for everyone.
It's probably just going to be he goes to, I don't know, like a split.
Washington?
A split. Or
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he gets traded. He's probably going to get traded to a good team. So if he's getting traded to a good team, they probably have a running back. I don't know. Yeah, like you mentioned, though.
I think Chargers. I think Washington.
Chiefs.
Sure.
I just think wherever he goes, it's probably going to be more of a split than just like, oh, we're getting this guy and he's a workhorse. I mean, the Chargers, Hampton's going to be back. So
yeah, I was trying to think of other teams.
And the Manders, I mean, who knows? Bill could just be a stud.
I just think of those guys right up. I'm trying to think of playoff teams. Maybe.
Yeah.
Houston. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, he hasn't been good either.
That's the main reason is that. And then I do think eventually he might get traded to a playoff contending team. And I just think it'll be more of a split when he goes there.
Got out-carried by Kendre Miller this past week. That's a red flag.
Yeah. So,
all right, I don't hate that.
He's got Kamara in our league.
Gale. It's been terrible.
Eating Mike's butt. He's got our last 2 guys that we're out on. He's got Pollard and Kamara. He has Waller, though.
I mean, I might be too high on Waller. I don't know. I was about to say something crazy. I was like, I don't know if I think I'd want him on my team. I mean, Tyler Warren's been great, but I don't know. I might say something stupid. So I don't know. Definitely top 10 for Waller. I just see him. I just saw him with my own eye. Like you talk about eye tests. And Tyreek is gone. So they need to throw it somewhere.
Kamara hasn't been awful, but the Kamara we know is
receiving game
top 10 Kamara.
Yeah. Definitely
and
not.
Running back 27 on the season. He's had, if you look at the game log, he's had a game, Niners week 2, 99 yards. Mm-hmm. Week 1, he got into the end zone. 2 weeks ago against Buffalo, 15 for 70. But like you just mentioned too, Kendre Miller is like way more involved these last 2-3 weeks. He's still getting it like good amount of carries and he's getting receptions, but the receptions aren't doing much.
Right.
So yeah, just from the Kamara we know, I'm out.
Okay.
Don't want him.
Don't care. Someone I don't care about and have not cared about for the last 2 years, and I hate him so much. I like talking about their demise. Kyler Murray.
Another Gale player.
I don't know where
starting quarterback.
I don't know where I'd be at with Kyler in a 1 quarterback league. I'm like, there's just no way you're playing him in a 10 to 12 team at this point. I don't know if he's had over 20 points in the season so far without looking.
No.
And this situation is just so shit, and I hate the Cardinals so much that I just wanted to talk about it for a second.
It's kind of like the Kamara thing where it has to do with the expectation too, because
I will say last year there was higher expectations for Kyler than this year, but I still think if you drafted Kyler, you had hopes of some boom games, some high rushing games, some banger games, throwing a couple touchdowns to Marv, and it's just, you watch the games, it's just not inspiring at all. And like I said, going into next year, I don't see how they don't make massive changes with this team. So 1 quarterback leagues, I'm completely out on Kyler. 2 quarterback leagues, it's absolutely disgusting. And you don't want to watch, like, it's so not exciting.
He's exactly who I thought Stafford would be, and I wanted Stafford to be. So his game log, 4 games of 15, and then almost 18 week 1.
Well, Kyler, from where he was drafted to where Stafford was drafted, that's, not great.
He's also questionable.
Well, he had the foot thing in the game. A lot of people were talking about him being concussed with that snap and hit him in the face, but that wasn't the case.
No way.
It was his foot. on that play, he like tweaked his foot or whatever and came out.
Yeah, Jonathan Gannon. We'll see how the week goes. With
Fuck
Kyler.
that guy. Literally fuck that whole franchise. All right, that's it.
I will say before I list I got one more in.
You got to say your one more in and one more out. Yeah.
Because we're shitting on Gale's team here.
Okay.
Because Kyler, Kamara, and Pollard are his starting quarterback, running back 1, running back 2.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put him because he's so high. Like he was already like a top 5 running back. But
we talked about Waller.
Yeah. Javonte Williams was almost one.
No, I'm an idiot for saying trade him after like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so
for sure.
Just wanted to give not completely shit on Gale's team, but he also has Chase Brown and BTJ, who we're probably out on. My last in, former Niner.
Hey now.
Debo Samuel, target monster over there in Washington, D.C. Just looks great. He's getting, you mentioned it on the last pod. He's not just getting like the behind the line scrimmage, like targets he got in Niners. Probably motivated because he's getting more work.
Yep.
Also, like with Terry out too, he's probably thinking like
great offense.
Yeah. So in on Debo. If I had to put it like a rest of season,
he's wide receiver 9 right now.
Yeah, I think Terry comes back.
Which is very high.
Terry comes back, eats into that, but for sure top 24.
Okay.
Yeah,
higher range, like 15 to 20.
Yeah, I think you asked me in the last pod if I Debo or Terry, and I said Debo, but I do think Terry will eat into it.
Yeah. Terry just had the slow start because he wasn't doing anything. He didn't have the.
Terry's still going to get the deep balls, but I mean Debo's running all kinds of routes, which is
super utilized.
Great to see,
and he really hasn't had any rushing impact yet.
Yeah, only a few carries.
So it's really all coming in the receiving game, which I did not expect.
I mean, he's a good receiver. Like I saw Trevor mention that today in the chat too. Like, I think you said something like Debo's good somehow, and then Trevor's just like, no, he's just Debo. Like he was good on the Niners last year. I don't know what the hell happened. I said I think he was not motivated.
Yeah,
was hurt all the time. I said if he was on the Niners this year, he would have already missed 3 games or gone out, and he's been out there the whole time.
Yeah, literally the whole time.
So 3 touchdowns already on the year. Yeah, I mean, he is getting targets. So, and yeah, good offense. Jaden, your quarterback.
Yeah, with Jaden back, you're even more confident.
Yeah, I'm in on Debo.
Okay. I got another Mander for you. Bill. I'm finally in on Bill. I think this last game did it for me.
Ja'Cory.
Me and Eric did, Ja'Cory Krosky Mara, whatever the fuck his real name is. Me and Eric did a regular season bet. It was like a few weeks ago. Bill versus Surefire Ken Walker for rest of season.
You're regretting it, or?
I mean, I don't feel great, Jim. And he looked good. I think more of it was just like I didn't expect this guy to just take over this backfield, being a 7th round pick or whatever he was. But Jaden came back this game, and then also in the same game, Bill took over the backfield a lot. I think he had I want to say it was 14 for 77 with a couple touchdowns. So maybe they were just waiting for Jaden to come back and throw him in and get that whole thing clicking together. It's the only really explanation I could think of.
111.
14 for 111?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Okay.
2 for 39.
He looked really good. And like you said, we just talked about this offense. It's a great offense. So you definitely want pieces of that. Give me some names. Bill versus who did we just talk about? I'd rather have him over Pollard. I'd rather have him over Kamara. Scattaboo. I am scared a little bit about that backfield when Tracy comes back.
Genty.
I'd rather have Genty.
Brees. So he's ahead of Brees. Wait, I'm sorry. I was looking at somebody else. Where's Bill? Oh no, he is ahead of Brees.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Rankings. I mean, he just put up a 26 point.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, Hampton when he comes back.
I mean, if you're talking about rest of season,
yeah.
Rest of season versus when he comes back is a different story. I might go Bill there.
Dobbins.
That's a close one.
Dave? I feel like those are good lines right there.
Yeah, give me him over Dave.
Ooh, okay.
But not, who'd you just say?
Running back 14, Dave.
He's right there. We'll say that.
So, running back 2.
Running back 2 for sure. Okay. So we both got, what, one more out left?
Yeah, I'll go through. I'll just say mine real quick because I don't like your last one. I don't
think
I agree with it.
All right.
Because he's actually been okay. My last one, for obvious reasons, he's not getting carries. I don't think he actually didn't look bad this last game, but also didn't get the goal. He's not the goal line guy, as we saw. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
Mm-hmm.
Kareem Hunt got both touchdowns. Third downs, short yardages, it's Kareem Hunt. I think if it's like a big play, they trust Kareem Hunt more, where they want Pacheco to be the early down guy, but they don't even give him the ball. Like, he's just out there. I think he had 7 carries. I don't know what his...
So he was a hold for 5 weeks, and now ship him off? Get him out of here? Don't care?
His highest week for carries is 10. 5, 10, 10, 7, 7. So, yeah, I'm out.
Trade him away?
We both were talking about him in the mock draft.
No, like I said,
Why is he so low? His ADP.
Well, just because he had a lost year last year, it seemed like, and having a full offseason to recover. I don't know. He's just not the same guy he was 2 years ago. Maybe it's still...
He really didn't look bad the last 2 weeks, but I don't think they trust the running game at all. And the only little bit that they do trust, I think it's Hunt. They trust Hunt with the passing downs. They trust Hunt third downs, goal line. So what is like, what's the upside there? Or what's the draw to Pacheco? Because Mahomes is the quarterback? I don't know. I'm out.
Right.
Running back 41 on the year. Like, you can't play him.
Okay. All right. My last one. Jordan Mason.
Yeah.
So his last couple games, we've talked about this offense a lot. Aaron Jones is going to be back at some point. So you talk about trade away candidates. What do we got here? They're on bye this week. He's really only had one good game. 23 points against Cincy. Other than that, he's had games of 8, 4, 7, and 11. I still think his name is viable enough to trade him away, because I think once Aaron Jones comes back, same thing with, it's like a more extreme version of Pollard and Tajay. Like, Aaron Jones is going to be back at some point. He's going to be involved. So I think Mason's value is never going to be higher than it is right now. They're on bye. They got Philly coming up, the Chargers, the Lions. So 3 tough-ish matchups. Actually, I don't know if Philly is, looking at them. But then it opens up a little bit. Baltimore, Chicago in week 10 and 11. I think you could sell high on him, because I think, like I said, same thing with Pollard. I think his best game maybe, is behind him. So what do you think?
I think we just disagree there. I think he's a solid RB2. I wouldn't mind him there as my RB2. I don't know what your expectations, not you, but like in general, what your expectations for him would be. I mean, I'm looking at the guys around him. He's a point behind Breece Hall. I mean, he's a point behind Henry.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
He's only a couple points behind Ken Walker, Cam Scattaboo. Like, it's all in that running back 2 range.
Right.
And I just think where he went as well, you didn't probably spend a high pick on him.
Right.
So
you might have a couple other guys.
I don't mind him as a running back 2. But you did say if you could sell high, sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what I'm looking at. I mean, I'm always looking at stuff like that. And like 2 weeks ago, when Aaron Jones went down and that Cincinnati game happened, like, everyone's talking about Jordan Mason as like a top 10 running back. And obviously that's not going to be the case rest of season. I've never really been in on him since the jump. So it could be something to do with that. But I think as far as value goes, it's never going to be higher than it is. So potentially you can get something for him there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think once Aaron Jones comes back, he's going to be involved. And whether or not it might not be for a while, he's had some tough matchups coming up, and I think you can capitalize on that, getting rid of him.
What is Aaron Jones' update status?
He's on IR, I think.
But has it been since week 1? So he'd be eligible? I think they're on a bye this week.
He was placed on IR September 17th. So estimated return is October 23rd. So a couple weeks, I guess. A few weeks.
Yeah.
So just a little hunch there. Probably one of the more questionable guys out of the bunch, but
I do agree when Jones comes back, he's probably, I mean, he was the running back one to start, so it makes sense. It's also just that offense, I don't know with McCarthy. Unless I see something different after his injury.
Yeah, they haven't excited me to this point. But just a thought.
Yeah.
Trying to think outside the box here. Okay, that's it for that. Now we got everyone's favorite segment, the weekly DK lineups, brought to you by nobody.
The Loft.
Mike not here, but he
spanked us.
Got the win last week. You got second. I got third.
We should have let him keep Mariota.
Yeah, hell yeah. What the fuck are we doing? But I do have Mike's lineup here with me. I have my lineup. You got yours. How about you start it with your quarterback?
My quarterback. I believe you already said you have this same guy. Could be wrong. 6,400.
Oh, yeah.
Facing the amazing defense of the Baltimore Ravens. Sarcasm. Matthew Stafford. Yeah, just been killing it. Quarterback 5 on the year.
That's insane.
The quarterbacks were not very expensive this week. I don't know if it's just because is Buffalo on a bye? Oh, no.
They play Monday night.
Yeah, they play Monday night. Lamar's out. Jaden plays Monday night, so that's probably why. I think the most expensive one was like Baker.
Yeah.
It was like 66, which I contemplated.
Love.
Yeah, I got Matthew Stafford.
I also have Stafford. Mike has, and how much did you say he was? 6,400?
64.
Mike has Binky Baby Bryce, 4,800 against the bad Dallas defense. They looked okay this week. But Binky Baby Bryce will be Mike's quarterback. 4,800.
My lineup is smelly. I'm just saying that.
Mm-hmm.
It is poo-poo.
We'll start with Mike's running back, who could be smelly. Hassan Haskins, 5,000 against the Swiss cheese Dolphins rush defense.
I subbed him out right before we started.
Yeah, so that's a dart throw for sure, but taking advantage of the 5,000. And my running back one is one of your ins for the rest of the year, Quinshawn Judkins, 5,900 at Pitt.
So I had Haskins in with $200 extra, and I just went to the guy that was $200 more. I went to Travion Henderson.
Ooh, interesting.
5,200.
That's an interesting one.
Gibson out.
There you go. Yeah.
So
I think he's been underwhelming for everyone up to this point. I think from the preseason hype,
it's got to be an uptick though, right? This week?
Maybe.
Playing the Saints.
Yep.
They could run away with that. I don't know.
Who's your other running back?
My other running back, 8,500.
Taylor?
Jonathan Taylor at home. So I say my lineup is smelly. I have heavy hitters.
Okay.
And then I have bottom of the barrel. Like, wait till you see my tight end.
Sure.
Jonathan Taylor, your running back one in the fantasy, probably in all formats.
Yeah.
Facing the Cardinals organization. Yeah, 8,500. Hurt the wallet.
Yeah, damn.
Averaging 25 for DK.
He's been fucking great. I got Rachaad White, 6,000 against the Niners. So taking advantage of another cheap option there. And then Mike has Kyron, 6,300 at those Ravens.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was a good pick.
Yeah. Anybody on that team is probably a good pick. Mike's wide receiver one is his boy, King Tet McMillan, 6,000 versus Dallas. So the Bryce and Tet stack.
Yep.
That's cool. But it's not as cool as this stack. Stafford and Puka Nacua, 8,700 versus the Ravens.
You
And I
knew we were
assume
both doing that.
you got him too.
85, 87 back-to-back picks for me.
So you got Puka.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know there's some stinkers
Oh
coming.
yeah. Who we got at receiver?
And I got 3 straight stinkers coming.
Let's hear it.
3,800.
Receiver?
Wide receiver 2 facing the Niners. Sterling Shepard.
I was about to say either him or Tez Johnson. Jesus. He scored last week.
Yeah, I think he scored twice so far in the year. Just a dart throw.
Nothing really else to say.
I mean, the Niners just played how they played against the Rams. So if they can put up the same kind of a fight, we don't know about Purdy yet. It seems murky, like he's not going to play. But you know Baker and them boys are going to throw it and score.
My God, yeah.
So, and assuming Bucky's going to be out again, Rashad didn't do shit on the ground. He was involved, but he didn't do anything.
Like 40-something yards.
Baker's going to throw, and if the Niners can stay in the game, I'd imagine more to share in that wide receiver room. Godwin didn't do shit last week, so yeah, more of a dart throw.
Why don't you say your third receiver, and then I'll say mine and Mike's.
Even more of a dart throw. 3,700. We're going down. Malik Washington.
Okay.
Just
gross.
Ultimate dart throw. They're facing the Chargers.
Yep.
But I'd imagine it's going to be a heavy passing game script. You would think the Chargers would be able to play. I mean, Dolphins don't have any defense. So, like, Herbert's been getting pressured a lot. Hopefully they can hold up better against the Dolphins. But, yeah, another dart throw. Malik Washington, 3,700.
All right. Mike has his 2 receivers left are George Pickens and Calvin Ridley. George Pickens is 6,800 against the Panthers, and Calvin Ridley only 4,900 for Ridley against the Raiders.
Saw him, and I almost went him or Ayomane was 39.
Ayomane. Ridley's arrow pointing up for sure over the last couple games. Maybe him and this guy have found something. I got another Ram, Devontae Adams, 6,700 against those Ravens. So I'm literally all in on the Rams. And then my third receiver is Romeo Doubs, 5,200 against the Bengals. So last time we saw Doubs, he had 30 points, I think.
Yep.
So hopefully he does that again. Tight end.
My tight end.
Let's hear it.
You probably don't even know who he is. 2,800.
Try me.
Mitchell Evans.
I saw his name.
He's got 2 scores in back-to-back weeks.
I don't know what team.
Baby Bryce.
Oh, no.
Facing the Cowboys.
Good Lord.
Let me just read his line real quick so we know. He's 0% owned in fantasy. 1 catch last week for a touchdown. The week before that, 3 for 23 and a touchdown.
Sounds like a typical white guy blocking tight end.
Be a big boy. Just hoping he can find the end zone for the 3rd straight week. So ultimate dart throw, but that means I got some heat coming at flex.
Couple heat. All right, Mike's got some heat at tight end. Jake Ferguson, 5,300 against those Panthers, who's been
a wide receiver tight end.
Absolutely insane this year, Ferg. And I got last week, you can use him, Jake Tunges. On the Niners, taking on the Bucks, 3,700. So going to suck the life out of Tungus while I still can in this last matchup. Flex, I have Calvin Ridley, 4,900, taking on the Raiders. So me and Mike cycle there. And then Mike's flex is a banger. Josh Jacobs, 7,300 against the Bengals.
Oof, Bengals.
Yeah, it feels good.
All right, my last 2. I'm going to get my defense first. I'm going with the Browns.
I got the Browns too.
At Pitt, just good defense. One of the best pass rush.
Division, NFC or AFC North division game. That's going to be ugly.
And my flex, 8,400. CMC himself.
So you got Puka, CMC, and Jonathan Taylor. Love it.
Carry the way.
And then Mike, to finish it off, has the Rams against the Ravens. Which that's probably good considering what happened last week.
Good. Okay.
All right. Any fantasy shout outs before we get into week 6? Who are you playing this week? Kev?
Playing Kev. He's got Hurts Thursday night. AJ Brown Thursday night. Devontae Smith over here Thursday night. So we'll see. We'll have a good feel of how things are going.
Yeah, a lot of
Thursday
games all over the place this week. 2 Monday night games, a 6:30 in the morning game on
me and Kev
Sunday.
also have he's got Bo Nix and I got J.K. Dobbins in that 6:30 game. He's got Sunday night. I got Sunday night, Gibbs versus Worthy. So all over the map with games. And then I have Jaden on Monday night. He doesn't have
Washington, Bears, and Buffalo Falcons. I don't think he has anybody.
No, he doesn't have a tight end in, but he's got Fannin on the bench and Taysom Hill.
Okay.
I need a defense. Vikings are on a bye.
I got Thubby this week, and I asked him, who does he want to play? Who does he want to face? Scadaboo or Surefire Ken Walker? He picked Scat. And he also said if I play Ken, he'll play Sharps, which would piss me off. So I'm probably not going to do that.
Is he going Mac Jones?
I don't know. He's got a lot of question marks this week with the Niners and Ravens quarterback situation.
Actually, he has to go Mac Jones.
So we don't even
play.
Yeah, whoever is starting for the Niners, and it's either Lamar or Geno. Or if it's not Lamar and it's not Geno, then it's someone else.
Yeah,
so
it says outside shot for Lamar to play Sunday.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Geno facing the Titans.
Yeah, quote from Thub: if he has to play Geno, he's not gonna this week. And would throw someone else in at offensive player. But
maybe he'll go spend some dollars on Joe.
Someone else at this table might be doing that too. But that is all we got for the Week 6 preview. Maybe we'll get Mike back at some point.
Come on back, Mike.
Who knows?
All right. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. Let's hit a fucking dog on Thursday.
Boys here, first and second.
Hell yeah.
Well, tied for first.
For now.
Peace.